and we're filming today. Today is Friday, film day.
I'm going to cut up some potatoes because we are going to fix some twice mashed potatoes. We usually do twice baked potatoes, but there's so many of us that like them, and it takes so many that it's cheaper to do it this way if you're going to feed a lot of people. Anytime that you're doing potatoes, you want to use cold water. If you use hot water or warm water, they will want to kind of crisp around and they don't mash up as good. So you always want to put them in cold water. And yeah, I don't never buy anything but plain salt. But you don't want to salt anything that you're cooking until it starts coming to a boil, because it will pit the bottom of your pot. So once it starts to come to a boil and the water gets hot, then I put my salt in. Potatoes are done, so I am going to take them off the eye and drain them. Back in the pot. And I'm going to take about 2 tablespoons of butter. This is melted already, that's how hot it's getting. And I'm going to mash them up. Potatoes mashed. And I'm going to put a spoonful, or a spoon and a half, I guess, of sour cream in. And I'm going to blend them in. And I'll put about 2 tablespoons of cottage cheese. I don't really measure. These are a lot of potatoes. I'll add a little more. Boy, I put on up to container full. And I'm going to mix that up. These are more potatoes. I might add more to it. And then I'm going to put some cheese in. If you don't have a handy dandy kitchen scissors, them are the trick. Need to get you some if you don't have them, because I use mine all the time. So then I'm just going to dump them in my pan. Cheese is going everywhere. I just take cheese. Put it on top. And there's your twice mashed potatoes. I'm going to put them in the oven and let them bake. I've got it on 350, but I'll probably turn it down because they're already cooked. All you really want to do is just let them warm through and melt the cheese, and they'll be done. And I take a fork and the black skin that's on it, I just kind of take it off and put it in the slot bucket. This the dark color here, what that is your taste. That's what makes it really strong in your salmon. And as far as that goes, in any of your fish, there will be a streak in like bass. And I always cut that out because that's where you get your really fishy taste. Well, this is the same way with salmon. That's where you're going to really get your fishy taste. So I just take it out because I like salmon, but I don't like the fishy taste on it. Okay. So what I'm doing, I've got my salmon all cleaned and mashed up. A lot of people don't do this, but I do. I put crackers in mine. Do you do yours like that, Mom?
No. I put cornmeal and eggs.
I do too. Okay, I got my crackers all mashed up. I got an egg. My egg in it. And then I'll pour my cracker crumbs. And then I'm going to pour me some cornmeal. Probably I'll start out with like a half a cup. You don't want them too dry. But you also want them to where they will stick together. And with this much salmon, I may need to add another egg. Because with 1 can of salmon, you use 1 egg. So but I put 2 cans, so I might put me another egg and put in there. I think I will, so it'll stick. That's all I use a lot, really. It just helps it to stick together and stay together when you're frying it. It won't fall apart. Okay, they're all mixed up. I will get my electric skillet out. So when I make my salmon patties, I don't like them really thick, so I kind of just, you know how you used to make mud pies when you was little? That's about the way you want to do your salmon patties. In case you hadn't remembered, I'm checking my oil before I drop it. Okay, it's starting to bubble around, so my oil's getting hot enough. And you want to do these kind of like you do potato cakes or anything else that you fry. You don't want to get them too close and smother them because then they will steam and not fry. And you won't get that crisp around them. You don't never want to put your macaroni in until your water has started boiling. Now that my water's boiling, I'll put my salt in too because I will forget. And I don't put a lot of salt in macaroni. Stir your noodles when you first put them in. If you don't, they want to stick to the bottom of your pot. So you want to stir them and make sure they're loosened up good. And watch when you put the lid, because when they start boiling, they'll boil all over your stove. Okay, my noodles is done, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to drain most of all the water off of them. And I'm going to put about, here it is. I'm going to put about a half a spoon of butter in them.
I taste them, see if they're good.
Good. I don't like mine cooked to death, so once I put my tomatoes in it, I turn them off. Because I just want them, I don't like mine starch and big old fat noodles. About a spoonful of sugar in them. And everybody probably want to know if we're all diabetics here, as much sugar as we use, but we're not. Mama is, but we put a dab of sugar in everything we cook in this house. I'm not going to double dip, but I'm going to check and see if I got enough sugar. Just right.
So, Forrest back again. Always happy to taste test. I don't know who wouldn't be. So, the feature item, I guess, would be the salmon patty today. And then we have some fresh green beans, some macaroni tomatoes, some twice baked mashed potatoes, and some fresh homemade biscuits. So they're all gonna be delicious. Let's try the salmon patty. So they're cooked great, very crispy on the outside, which makes it really good. And so here we go. Just really good. The texture's great, crispy on the outside, hot on the, and soft on the inside. Always green. We've had green beans in a lot of things. They're always good, delicious. Now I've never had macaroni and tomatoes, so these were some canned tomatoes that they had out of their garden.
You need a spoon?
That's okay. I get a spoon, I can shovel more in. Very good. Tomato, again, for me, tomatoes with anything is delicious. Good tender noodle. About too hot, I about burned myself, but I don't care. Very smooth potatoes. Cheese on everything's delicious, of course. And then my biscuit, I can sop everything up with it.